Okay, up next to talk about Kurio phone for kids, I gotta get this name right, Avram Pilch. Is that correct, Avram? Avram Pilch.
Every year we introduce Avram, and every year we say his name wrong. So here he is, John Doe, everybody, come on.
Hey! You know, more and more kids are getting smartphones today. In fact, a recent study showed that 25% of 2 to 5-year-olds are packing a phone along with the juice box, and more than half of tweens are bringing them to school. So, but you know what? Why not? Why not let your kids have that kind of power? It's great for emergencies. They may even use it for homework. But with great power comes great responsibility. And as a parent, you want to make sure that your kid is using a phone the right way. But unfortunately, most phones don't really give you very robust parental controls. Well, enter the Kurio phone, the first phone I've seen that's really built from the ground up to allow parents to teach their kids to use the phone responsibly. With the Kurio phone, you can restrict what days and hours your kid can talk on the phone, surf the web, or send messages. You can restrict who they can talk to, what websites they can see, what apps they can use, and you can even get an alert when they play hooky from school thanks to the geofencing application. So this is a very interesting product, and I'd like to introduce Eric Levin from Kurio to talk about it.
Thanks, Avram. Thanks, everybody, for lots of sound going on right now. I want to talk about the Kurio phone. First, I want to ask, how many people here have kids? A huge amount of the audience. How many like fighting with them about technology? Probably not so much. Well, a couple of you. Yeah, my wife, I think, does enjoy it as well, but I don't. And that's part of why we've come out with this technology, because first and foremost, it's important to say, this is a super cool phone. It's a full-featured Android phone. It does everything kids want to do. And a huge part of our design philosophy is kids should be able to do everything they want to do, and we want them to do. We're just trying to keep them from doing the things they shouldn't be doing, whether it's on purpose or by accident. And here's what causes me my headaches at home is these two. And you know, really, when we got them phones, like so many parents, we put a whole contract in place. It's hard, I know you can't read it. I wish you could because my wife's pretty funny. And so we set all these rules, and of course the kid wants the phone, so they say, whatever, no, any rules, sure, just get me the phone, whatever you want, I'll turn it off after 9, not during meals, no problem. No Facebook after 9, sure, whatever you want. But then, you know, the problem is, enforcing that, not so much fun. Trying to take this phone away from this girl is like taking our shotgun away from Charlton Heston. It is not easy. What we give you is a whole bunch of tools that allow you to manage some of those things that you deal with when you have a kid with technology. For example, Alexa, my 15-year-old, is a social media addict. I find her like this most days around midnight on a school night, and then have to say, well, what about our agreement? What you said? With a Kurio phone, you can actually, app by app, restrict when she can use it. So I can turn off Facebook from 9 o'clock at night until 3 o'clock the next day. She just can't get on it. No more fighting. This actually is my daughter Taylor. She, I think, found HowardTV.com, and well, I enjoy it quite a bit. I don't think she was quite ready for what she was seeing. So when you're handing a kid one of these devices with internet access, we often say it's like taking a 7-year-old, putting him in Times Square with $1,000 cash. They can have a lot of fun, but they can get in a lot of trouble. So let's make sure that there's really robust parental controls we can put in place. And what we do is we make it easy for you to set them by predefining some filters, but also we let parents, by their own value system, make some own judgments, which categories they want to put in or not put in, like celebrity content, for example. Alexa's a really nice girl, don't get me wrong, I love her. But she told me she was going to volleyball practice this day, and that is not her volleyball uniform. And so a lot of times I really want to know, where is she really? Well, I can actually go ahead and geo-track her at any time, and also set a geo-fence, so I know if she's not where she says she's going to be, and that saves a lot of fighting. Taylor, my mother would say, if her head wasn't attached to her neck, she would really not be able to find it ever. So wouldn't it be nice if we had some theft and lost phone features? So for example, we can trigger an alarm, we can block the phone, we can erase the data. We can actually have the phone take a picture of where it is and send it to me so I can see who has it, or the bottom of my couch in a lot of cases. And the number one thing that I get from this one Why weren't you getting back to me? I was out of battery. I was. I ran out of battery. Well, you can actually set alerts. So when you get to 10% battery, I will automatically get a text from the phone that tells me that that is true. And if she tries to change the SIM card, I will know. So if she turns the phone off, I get a text that lets me know. So lots of really robust features, all there mostly to make sure you don't have to fight with your kids about the things that they said they would agree to, but that ultimately really don't want to do. That's the Kurio phone, and thanks for your attention today.
Kurio.
I want to know what happens when you have the geo fence and the geo tracker, and then you catch her with the geo dirtbag. What do you do?
Do the kids get time off for good behavior? I mean, wow. That's great. That contract?
I do.
I was reading that. That was a real contract.
I love the battery thing, though, because the battery thing is a BS one that I get all the time.
I've got 2 daughters. I want one of those phones. Well done. Okay.